NFL draft. A swap of the final two picks between the two teams who just met in the Super Bowl. You see Philadelphia giving up a fifth rounder this year to move up one spot. We'll see what it is they choose to do. Very quickly, we note, again, we've had the two quarterbacks selected tonight and seemed almost impossible to imagine that we'll see another. So that will be tomorrow's storyline. As for the Eagles pick, here comes the commissioner.
The Kansas City Chiefs have traded the 31st pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jihaad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama.
This young man has been on the radar a long time. He committed to Clemson at the age of 16, playing high school ball in New Jersey, ultimately flipped his choice to Alabama, where he led the Tide in tackles last year, including 11.5 for loss and 5 sacks.
21 on the big board. Greeny would have been gone a lot higher had it not been for the shoulder injury. He played great all year for Alabama. 117 tackles, team high 11.5 tackles for loss. 5 of those were sacks. Think about this football team, the way Hall of Fame GM Howie Roseman has constructed it. Half the starters, half the 22 are from the SEC. Like those proven entities, those guys who played for the big powers in the SEC, and Jihaad Campbell did, as I said, guys, he would have gone much higher had it not been for the shoulder injury.
Yeah, no doubt. And when you think about what Philadelphia is doing, you think that they re-signed Zach Bond, but a guy who they got off the street last year, who had an all-pro season and deserved a new contract, and now you bring in Jihaad Campbell. It's an athlete, Greeny. It's another weapon they can add to their defense, which lost some guys up front. They lost Milton Williams. They lost those guys, and so now you add an athlete on the back end, a guy that can roam and make plays in space. It's something to go along with Zach Bond to give them a dynamic duo on the back end.
Yeah, he's a great athlete now. I mean, he can fly sideline to sideline. He can play 3-4 outside backer if you need him to, just like he's doing right here. Although this is just a 4-man front, and he's just rushing in their sub package. But he's got nice high side dip and bend and close on the quarterback. You can see why on some of the tape when he was playing off ball, right? And he's coming downhill and he's taking on linemen. You can see the shoulder issues because he didn't have that same pop and be able to get off and get people off of him. But you figure this, if he's healthy and both of those, those shoulders are straight, this is a hell of an athlete. I mean, he just looks great. He's kind of hyped, too. He knows he's on a very good football team.
And they can wait. This is one organization, one football team can wait on Jihaad Campbell, get healthy. Yep. Don't have to rush him. They drafted Cooper DeJean, who they stole in the second round. Sure. Why? Because he was coming off an injury. Yeah. They waited it out, and he was an impactful all year and was a key guy in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. So, again, Howie Roseman, I say Hall of Fame without question, GM. I mean, nobody does it better. And to get a Jihaad Campbell, who, like I said, I had him at 21, had not been for the injury, he would have been probably around 12 to 15. And like I said, they can wait till he's and it's not one shoulder, it's 2.
Right, exactly.
Shoulder.
Exactly.
Wait till he's completely healthy. Shoulders are 100% before you get him back on the field, and they can wait it out.
You mentioned Howie Roseman. That was the Eagles' NFL high 11th trade involving a first-round pick since he took over in December of 2015. And he is standing by now. And when I say he, Jihaad Campbell is standing by with Molly. Verizon Business takes us down to the stage. Molly.
Jihaad, the defending Super Bowl champs just traded up for you. How will you repay their belief in you?
I'm going to give them 110%, everything I got in me. You know, the richer just got rich.
You told me that this week felt like an out-of-body experience. What is it like standing up here as the newest member of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Best team in the nation. I mean, what can I say? E-A-G-L-E-S. There we go.
Greeny.
Thank you.
He already knows.
Molly, he already knows. That's a great moment. Again, a young man who suffered those injuries, thought he might have to wait until tomorrow night. And here's his name called again in a trade with Kansas City. Shefty, what can you tell us?
Well, the Eagles tried trading up earlier in the draft to go get Jihaad Campbell, and the trade fell through, but they were able to persevere and trade up one spot. A lot of people might ask, why would you trade up one spot? Well, I think it's to block another team from potentially coming up, especially when it only costs you a 5th-round draft pick and you've got 20 picks in the next 2 rounds to use as ammunition. And now they get a player who, as Mel mentioned, could have gone from 12 to 15. He did have surgery on one of his shoulders. He's going to need surgery on another shoulder, potentially after this season. He's got a knee issue as well, but the talent is undeniable, Greeny.
No question about it. That feels a little bit like a steal, and that feels a little bit like why, as you mentioned.